So guys, after watching today's episode, it feels like the story of Arafta is slowly entering its most dangerous and emotional phase. Everything we saw today was not random. Every look, every pause, every silence between Ateş and Merkin felt like it was preparing us for something big in the next episode. Let's start with Ateş, because tomorrow's episode might finally show cracks in his strong and cold personality. Until now, Ateş has been convincing himself that everything he's doing is part of his revenge plan, that his emotions don't matter, and that Merkan is just a piece in his game. But if you really notice his reactions, especially in today's episode, it's clear that he's already emotionally involved. In the next episode, we might see Ateş struggling internally. He may act harsh on the outside, but inside, he could be fighting guilt, fear, and confusion. There's a strong chance that he'll distance himself from Merkin again, not because he hates her, but because he's scared of how much she's starting to matter to him. At the same time, Merkin's emotional journey is about to take a very painful turn. Merkin is not weak, but she's been patient for too long. In tomorrow's episode, she might finally start questioning her entire reality. She trusts Ateş, but that trust is slowly cracking. A small incident, a hidden phone call, a conversation she overhears, or even a reaction from someone in the family could trigger her doubts. Once Merkin starts feeling that she was never given the full truth, her pain will double because betrayal hurts more when it comes from someone you love. There is also a big possibility that tomorrow's episode will focus heavily on misunderstandings. Someone may intentionally manipulate the situation to make Merkin believe that Ateş has always been lying to her. This could push Merkin to emotionally shut down. We might see her smiling less, speaking less, and observing more. That silence could be very dangerous because Merkin is the kind of character who doesn't explode immediately. She absorbs the pain first, and when she finally reacts, everything changes. Now, let's talk about the darker side of the story. The villain characters are not going to sit quietly anymore. Tomorrow's episode could show a new plan being executed behind the scenes. Someone might want to separate Ateş and Merkin permanently, either by exposing half-truths or by creating a situation where Merkin feels humiliated or trapped. There's also a chance that Ateş's past will slowly come back to haunt him. A secret connected to his revenge might come dangerously close to being revealed, and if Merkin is anywhere near that truth, the consequences could be devastating. Emotionally, tomorrow's episode has a very high chance of giving us at least one intense scene that will stay in everyone's mind. It could be Merkin breaking down alone, questioning her worth, asking herself why she always ends up getting hurt. Or it could be Ateş losing control for a moment, showing anger or pain that he's been hiding for so long. These kinds of scenes are important because they mark turning points. After moments like these, characters are never the same. Another strong possibility is that Merkin might start thinking about leaving. Not just physically, but emotionally. She may start creating distance, setting boundaries, or mentally preparing herself to walk away if things don't change. Even if she doesn't actually leave in the next episode, the thought itself will be a big sign that the relationship is on the edge. Ateş might sense this distance, but instead of fixing it, he could make the wrong decision again, pushing her further away. And then comes the ending, which is probably going to be the most shocking part of the episode. Knowing this drama, the episode is very likely to end with a cliffhanger. It could be a confrontation where Merkin directly questions Ateş about his intentions. It could be a sudden revelation, a threat, or a dialogue that completely changes how we see the story. Something that makes the screen fade to black and leaves us all staring at our screens in shock. Overall, tomorrow's episode feels like a setup episode for even bigger drama ahead. Emotions will be heavier, trust will be weaker, and secrets will feel closer to the surface than ever before. This is the kind of episode where small moments matter because they lead to massive consequences later on. So, if you're watching tomorrow's episode, pay close attention to expressions, silence, and body language, because sometimes in this drama, what's not said is more important than what is said.